it's starting to look like an engine bay now. But I gotta go to Subaru, go pick up some heater core hoses. So let's start the WRX, let it get warmed up. Holy dude. Heater core hoses acquired. I got a call from Matt on the way back, and apparently there's like 3 or 4 boxes from Outfront that are here. So I'm very curious on what those are because I didn't know anything had shipped from Outfront. Let's go open them and see what we got. I don't know what it is. We legit got overnight parts from Japan!
What are these?
Here, you wanna hold this?
Yeah, what the hell?
These are all overnight parts from Japan. Dude. You were like, yeah, you got boxes from Outfront. I was like, what? Is it an engine? And then I was like, no way. I was like, Jeremy would have said something.
You better keep you tripping over the box in the video.
I'll keep that in the video. I was dying to shit right there.
Looked like you straight flew. Is this from Japan too?
All of them.
Oh, dude.
All of them from Japan.
Oh, sick.
They're all from Japan.
This one's actually a Japanese box.
It is. And Japanese tape.
Scared by how beat that is.
I don't think there's anything fragile in this.
Dude, is that a Spy X family box? No freaking way, man.
Oh my god, dude. They sent us gaskets too. We have a JDM long runner. We got like a JDM coolant overflow and like all the water pipes and crossovers and breathers. I think they're different for JDM to USDM maybe.
Dude!
We got cam gears. Dude,
I'm way more excited by this packing material than what you got.
This is weird because it's not USDM and it looks different.
Doesn't look that different.
This is dope. JDM long runner.
That is cool.
The JDM long runners are sick.
That is sick.
We got JDM STI pinks.
Nice.
JDM STI turbo inlet. These things are cool. We don't get these in the States. We don't get these. That's actually pretty cool. Are they different than USDM? I don't know.
They look
same.
But it's like the coating's not on the cams.
Right?
Look at this fun stuff on this box. Spy X family. They like promote their anime on their boxes.
We got a cylinder head. Dude, it comes with Japanese spark plugs. Ah!
Don't cut yourself. Don't cut yourself.
It is. Look, EJ20.
The PCV is PVC.
It's PVC PCV.
It's got a PVC PCV.
Dude, EJ20. This is the second EJ20 I've ever had. Look at the casting number on the block, 701.
Ooh. Japan.
Grab that box. Shake that box. That's definitely thicker than USDM.
Well, look at this.
Look at the fucking
liner. It's holy crap.
Right?
Those things are thick.
It is a 207.
It's fully reinforced all the way down on this side, and then these are.
Yeah, these are just thicker and wider. Is that what Japan smells like? Smell that newspaper.
It has oil on it.
What's it smell like? Does it smell like Japan?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Is that what Japan smells like? It smells very clean. Hello, my friends. Welcome. So we kind of been all over the place in the beginning of this video. I'm talking so fast now. I don't know. I've been having a day. You know, I feel a little bit like some of this loses its fun. When I put a timeline on things, I'm like, all right, I want to get a video out this day, this day, this day, this day. It kind of sucks the fun out of doing all the car stuff. So I'm kind of taking a step back and like chilling out a little bit with like how I go about doing the videos and whatnot. Just kind of enjoying them a little bit more because stressing myself out to push the videos out and like push like this stuff, it's stressful. It kind of sucks the fun out. But anyways, as you guys saw, so it kind of sucks. The fog lights don't really clear on the driver's side for the front mount intercooler. Center cooler works with USDM fog lights, so I was kind of hoping it would work with JDM fog lights. It's not a big deal. I'll order some USDM fog light covers for it. We'll pop the JDM fog lights off. I'm gonna hold on to them. So no offers. I'm not selling them. I'm gonna hold on to them. I'll put them in my spare parts bin. I'll continue to be a hoarder of like fun Subaru parts. But all the Japanese stuff, I was not expecting that to come in today. So huge shout out to OKI Subies in out in Japan. I'll link their Instagram down below if you guys are looking for any JDM stuff. They might be able to help you, but let me show you because there's actually some really cool stuff going on over here. Yes, this is for the coupe. It's for a 2-door STI we're gonna be building later on, okay? Everyone keeps asking me what's going on with it. It's happening after. It's gonna happen after that car and after blue. this car and the Blue Brew are my priorities. Then after that, let me finish the projects I got going on before we start any more of them. But this is what this will be used for. So right here, we have a JDM EJ207. Now there's a couple key things I do want to show you guys on here. The cylinder liners are significantly thicker on these JDM engines. The cylinder supports are way thicker. So look, like, take a mental note of this, okay? You see how beefy that is? Not beefy at all. You see how tiny that thing is? Now, I personally am a fan of USDM 2.5s, okay? When they're built right, when they're closed decked, when all that stuff is taken care of, they're fantastic engines. Stock for stock, yes, I will say any day of the week. The JDM EJ20, stock for stock, these things will take a USDM engine any day of the week. So we have a fun JDM EJ207 from an STI. We have STI Spec C cylinder heads here with the camshafts, all that fun stuff. We've got the cam gears, the AVCS gears as well. Those are going to be sent down to out front to be cleaned. These will be sent down to out front. This will be sent down to out front. I believe we're stroking this. I don't remember off the top of my head. I use a 2.5 crank, some other stuff. Out front knows what they're doing with this. I have little experience with 2 liters, but for those of you who have asked for a 2-liter build, you'll get one at some point. This is really cool because I get yelled at by some of you guys in other countries, okay? I get it. I know the intake manifolds are different from the United States to other countries, okay? This is a USDM STI intake manifold. You can see there's the spot for the TGVs to bolt up. The JDMs are actually long runners, okay? They do not have TGVs in other countries, so the intake manifold bolts directly to the cylinder head. So I know, I get it. The fuel injectors and everything like that bolt straight to your manifold in other countries. I know, okay? Trust me, I know. I kind of want to put this on the 05 STI, but I can't, so we'll save this for another project. But this is cool. Once again, huge shout out to OKI Subies. They came in clutch with this stuff. So yes, this is for the 2-door STI build we're going to be doing later on. Now with this guy right here. So I just went down to Subaru, picked up my new heater core hoses because mine were ripped and they would leak coolant everywhere. So we've got new heater core hoses for this guy, which I think I'm just going to throw in now. We'll get this guy out of the way for now. Put you on right there. With our air box, we're gonna have to cut out like a clamshell type deal here for the pipe to pass through. Oh shit, they give me a template? How do I get that template? How do I get the template? PDF. Oh my god, it's right there. Line with top of airbox. Oh, okay, fuck, let me just go print this out. We're looking. Boom! Now I can go grab the other blade and clean that up a little bit. So this guy slides down like that. Should be down. Look at how minty that is, man. That way we can still keep our cob airbox and run the front mounts. Let me go around the engine bay. I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. Let me start knocking out a lot of this little stuff. I'm just gonna get this power steering line out of the freaking way, man. It's gonna leak fluid, but it's in the way now. With that line gone, we can get the turbo inlet on there, a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's just start knocking out all this little stuff. I was curious about the JDM manifold, and of course I had to test fit it, and it looks so freaking good. It's so weird seeing these on a USDM car. I can't use it. I am running TGVs on this car, but just out of sheer curiosity, I was like, I wonder what it would look like on here. And dude, I love it. I did notice a couple things. The JDM manifolds use 12 mil bolts. USDM uses 10 mil for electronic throttle body versus a drive-by-wire throttle body. Just like subtle differences here and there. There was Japanese gas in the fuel rails that I pulled off of there too, and it smelled fun. Made me dizzy a little bit, so that's fun. that's a fun thing to show you guys. But anyways, got the engine harness kind of laid out in here. I have a zip tied down so that way it can kind of start taking shape. Got our turbo inlet on there. I've got the alternator plug repaired because that did break off last time. Just some more smaller stuff going through here. So I think at this point, oh, and I got that power steering line moved out of the way. I can't get it fully out until I go down underneath the car. But I'm going to keep going in here, knocking out some more of the small stuff just to get this engine bay closer to running and driving status. We still have to finish hooking up the AOS. I want to wait to do that until I get this manifold permanently bolted. Not this manifold, but our manifold permanently bolted on and whatnot. So sweet, let me get this manifold off here and keep going on things. But dude, that thing looks so good. Out of curiosity, I just had to test. Had to. Look at that, we're starting to get like a full out engine bay here. Granted, this is just kind of set in there and so is the lid to the box, but kind of whatever. Car needs a fuel system now, so that's kind of the next thing we're gonna jump on. So I'm still waiting to get the proper TGVs and everything like that, but like I said, I wanted these ones in here as mock-ups, and I have some mock-up fuel rails so we can start making fuel line and whatnot. So that is exactly what we're gonna do here, is start getting the fuel system knocked out. So we'll get the fuel rails mocked up on here. We'll get the fuel pressure. Well, we need to still get the fuel pressure regulator on here. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight, but we're at least going to get the feed side done of the fuel system, so that way we don't have to worry about it later. So back to jumping in here. I've got a whole bunch of like spare dash 6 line in some of those bins back there. I don't know how many fittings I have, but there's my AN fitting bin. So we'll dig through there. We'll see what we can make work and get this whole fuel system kind of situated and sorted. Because once the fuel system's done, and everything like that, and we have the last of what we need, we can permanently bolt down all this stuff and then kind of almost be done in the engine bay, to be honest. Like, we're almost done in here. It's just kind of the small stuff now. So build a fuel system. Got the fuel feed done. Sorry for the heater behind me. It is cold and I want to stay warm. So fuel feed comes out here, goes down to the Y fitting right down there underneath of the throttle body, and then goes out to feed each of the rails on each side. I need to do the return, but I need to figure out where I want to put the fuel pressure regulator, and to be honest, I'm still not 100% certain. I'm kind of thinking over here. That's where I had it in the old car, so I might just do it over there, but I don't remember how I mounted it over there, so I might actually go watch the old video on Karma to see how I put it over there, because I have absolutely no idea, and it was like stupid clean how I had it. So sweet, I'm actually gonna go watch that video and try to find out. No, that sucked. One rivet isn't as tight as I'd like it. That's okay. We got our fuel system pretty much done with. So fuel pressure regulators mounted up here. I've got all the return lines done from both of the fuel rails. I've got the feed done going from the hard line up there to the Y fitting that splits off to the rails, and those rails feed back up into the sides of the fuel pressure regulator. Then it'll come out the bottom, go back up into the hard line to go back to the fuel tank. The last thing that I have to do for the fuel system is finish hardwiring the fuel pump. All I have to do is run the power cable from the driver's seat right now up to where the battery would be, and then we have a hardwired fuel system in here, which is nice. which I think this is the old hardwire for it. I'm not entirely sure. I just re-hardwired it. Figured it'd be easier to do it that way. So now with our engine bay here, we're pretty much good to start putting everything back together. I pick up my new 7 STI TGVs today, thankfully, so that way I can start stripping all this stuff, putting it all back together and whatnot. I might start going on this off camera a little bit, so that way the next time you guys see this engine bay, it's a little more put together. It's a little more like tidied up, because right now I'm just going through doing all the small stuff, which in my opinion isn't really like super fun to watch someone do, like running fuel lines, getting wiring harnesses in, and I still have to pin the old or the new wire harness for the connector for the injector dynamics fuel injectors, because right now they're set up for side feed and we swapped over to top feed, which is why I specifically needed 07 STI TGVs, because they are top feed, not side feed. So sweet, this thing's looking good. Car's coming together. Like I said, we're still waiting on some parts to come in, like the front brake rotors. Once those come in, I can go ahead and get those swapped out, so that way they look nice and gold, like our rear DBAs back there. I still need to get a set of tires for these wheels, which if these works don't sell in the next couple of days, I'll probably just strip the tires off of these works and transfer them over to these 1552s for the time being, and then probably just toss those in storage, because no one's been buying them, so you might just end up in storage, Mr. Work Wheels. That's all I got for you guys on this one. So solid progress on the hatch. I've been working on the hatch so long, I'm just like accustomed to saying solid progress on the hatch. No, solid progress on the 04 STI. Intercooler's on, harness is in, a lot of the smaller stuff is kind of cleaned up at this point. Fuel system is done with, so maybe we'll start this car in like the next video or so. Probably not the next video, probably the video after that, because there's still like a handful of small stuff I gotta do in here, finish doing the AOS stuff. We'll see, a lot of stuff. Next video will be a cost breakdown on the hatch, because a lot of people, and a full build list, because a lot of people were asking for that one, so that one will be out in the next video. So with that, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver sign, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be able to put it in one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.